Mary, would you like to proceed?
Yes, please.
Good evening. This is the meeting of the Borough of Highlands Mayor and Council regular meeting on Wednesday, March 19, 2025. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press and the Two River Times and by posting at the Borough of Highlands Municipal Building and filing with the Borough Clerk all on January 1st, 2025. Items listed on the agenda are subject to change. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all. Indivisible.
I will now do a roll call. Councilmember Cervantes?
Here.
Councilmember Chalak?
Here.
Councilor Melnick? Here. Council President Olszewski? Here. Mayor Bulan?
Here.
Thank you. First, we have the proclamation.
Yes. This is a proclamation for the Borough of Highlands, celebrating and honoring the borough's 125th anniversary. Whereas Highlands was incorporated as a borough by an act of the New Jersey Legislature on March 22nd, 1900, from parts of Middletown Township. Whereas the backbone of this great borough is its history, upon which all of our accomplishments are based. Whereas the Algonquin and Lenni Lapini tribes have spent their summers fishing and finding clams along our waterway. And whereas in 1690, Dutch explorer Henry Hudson and his crew found life-saving freshwater springs, now called the Henry Hudson Springs, when they sailed their ship, the Half Moon, into Sandy Hook Bay. Whereas the hills of Highlands played an important role during the American Revolution, and whereas the capture and eventual hanging of Captain Joshua Huddy by Loyalist Captain Richard Lippincott in 1782 caused an international incident involving General George Washington, British Charles Cornwallis, French King Louis XIV, and Marie Antoinette. Whereas the historic Twin Lights Lighthouse, the first glimpse of America for incoming ships, was the first in the nation to use the Fresnel lens in 1841, the first reading assembly of the Pledge of Allegiance in 1893, and the first to use the wireless telegraph in 1899. Whereas Gertrude Edley was the first woman to swim the English Channel in 1926, she spent her summers and learned how to swim in Highlands. Whereas with the efforts of the Baymen's Protective Association, the Highlands Clam Decoration Plant first opened in 1974, and then with then-Mayor James T. White's efforts and a grant from the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, the decoration plant reopened in 1995, revitalizing Highlands and the Bayshore's clam industry. Whereas Highlands and its residents demonstrated their resilience and community spirit, helping each other recover after Superstorm Sandy damaged many Highlands homes and businesses. And whereas the Borough of Highlands marks its 121st anniversary, celebrating all citizens, volunteers, businesses, community organization, dedicated staff and council members, past and present, who work so hard then and now to continue to enhance and exemplify the Borough of Highlands. Now therefore be it resolved, on the occasion of the borough's 125th anniversary, the Highlands Council hereby proclaims the year 2025 as a year-long celebration and urges all citizens to join in this merriment.
Next, we have approval of minutes, March 5th, 2025, meeting minutes.
I will offer. I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilmember Chalak?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Olszewski?
Yes.
Mayor Bulan?
Yes.
Motion carries to approve March 5th, 2025 meeting minutes. Next, we have March 5th, 2025 executive session minutes.
I'll offer it. I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilman Gilat?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky?
Yes.
Mayor Bilal?
Yes.
Motion carries to approve March 5th, 2025 executive session minutes. Next, we have introduction of proposed ordinances. O2503, designating restricted parking in front of residence occupied by person with disabilities.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilor Gilat?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky?
Yes.
Mayor Bilal?
Yes.
Motion carries to pass O2503 on first reading with a public hearing to be held on April 2nd, 2025. Next, we have O2504, ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriations limit and to establish a cap bank.
I'll offer. I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilman Gilat?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky?
Yes.
Mayor Bilal?
Yes.
Motion carries to pass O2504 on first reading with a public hearing to be held on April 2nd, 2025. Next, we have O2505, amending Chapter 10, Buildings and Housing, Section 10-7, Signs and Outdoor Display Structures, and Chapter 21, Zoning and Land Use Regulations, Article 22, Signs of the Borough Code of the Borough of Highlands.
I'll offer.
I'll second that. I'll second.
Okay. Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilor Gilat?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky?
Yes.
Mayor Bilal?
Yes.
Motion carries to pass O2505 on first reading with a public hearing to be held on April 16th, 2025. Next, we have resolution R25078, introduction of 2025 municipal budget.
I just wanted to outline that our tax rate for just the municipal government in 2024 was .935, and in this budget, it will decrease to .803. So it's a pretty steep decrease. There's only roughly $200,000 in the budget more than last year. We made some significant cuts. We are trying to be leaner. So that's what this budget reflects. And I will make an offer to introduce it.
I'll second. Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilor Gilat?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky? Yes. Mayor Bilal?
Yes.
Motion carries to pass R25078 on first reading with a public hearing to be held on April 16, 2025. Next, we have R25079, authorizing emergency contract for demolition and removal of dwelling located at 36 Miller Street.
For a little background on this one, this former residence has been an abandoned property for roughly 40 years. And so we are taking this action to remove this eyesore from our neighborhoods. And with that, I will, well, maybe I shouldn't. I would ask for an offering and a second.
I'll offer.
You second.
I'll second.
So that's Councilmember Chalak introduced and Cervantes seconded.
Yes.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilman Chalak?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky?
Yes.
Mayor Bilal?
I'll abstain.
Thank you. Resolution R25079 passed. Next, we have consent agenda. Mayor, would you like me to read the resolutions by title?
Yes, please.
R25080, authorizing refund of tax overpayment. R25081, approving request for waiver of alcohol ban for community center rental. R25082, certifying and approving 2024 LoSAP contributions. R25083, appointing deputy registrar and alternate deputy registrar. R25084, authorizing payment of bills. R25085, authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for professional services pertaining to additional environmental services in connection with improvements to Frank Hall Park. R25086, self-examination of budget. R25087, authorizing shared services agreement between the Borough of Highlands and the Borough of Seabright for street sweeping services.
Are there any questions on the consent agenda?
No.
Okay. With that, I will offer it.
I'll second that.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilmember Chalak?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Chesky? Yes. Mayor Bilal?
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolutions R-25-080 through R-25-087. Next, we have reports.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to add for reports?
I'd just like to,
St. Patrick's.
yeah, St. Patrick's Parade this Saturday, the 22nd. Also, it's happy birthday to Highlands, 125 years. And the weather still looks good.
58 degrees?
So, partly cloudy, so that would be good. And also, too, I see the signs have been put up by the HBP for the Roar on the River in May, as well as Cinco de Mayo at the beginning of May. So we hope a lot of people come out and show up on Saturday.
Be better.
Yeah. And there's floats, too. I'm going to be and Joanne is, I think, as well. We're judges for floats, so have fun, everybody.
Yes.
Okay. Joe, do you have anything you would like to add, reporting-wise, of what's going on? Maybe an update on Portland Road?
Portland Road continues to coordinate the New Jersey American Water. They should be retiring the 6-inch main, implementing water service. But once that's done, it'll be clear to more or less finish up our drainage improvements. We're going to let the trenches settle, it'll be restored with not co-pavement. Basically, we will know and profile the road after the trenches have settled or, are established. So we'll look based on, investing every 30 days. But once we meet the contractor, feel comfortable with having machinery on it, we'll have to close out that project before summer.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay. Not seeing anyone with other reports. Could we have the public portion statement, please?
Public portion. Individuals wishing to address the council shall be recognized by the presiding officer and shall give their name, address, and the group, if any, they represent. Although the council encourages public participation, it reserves the right through its presiding officer to terminate remarks to and/or by any individual not in keeping with the conduct of a proper and efficient meeting. If any individual refuses to conduct themselves in a proper manner, they will be removed from the meeting. The council will not, during the public portion of this meeting, discuss matters involving employment, appointment, terminations of employment, negotiations, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of or performance of promotion or discipline of any specific or prospective or current employee. There's a 3-minute time limit for your comments.
I will make the motion to go into executive.
Second. Executive session. Executive session will be held following the regular council meeting prior to each executive session. The Borough Council will convene an open session, at which time a resolution will be adopted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-13. No formal actions will be taken during executive session. Resolution to enter executive session. Be it resolved that the following portion of this meeting shall not be open to the public. Be it further resolved that private consideration is deemed required and is permitted because of the following other exceptions set forth in the Act. Litigation. Be it further resolved that it is anticipated that the matters to be considered in private may be disclosed to the public at a later date when the need for privacy no longer exists.
And I'm just going to recommend that we also amend that to add attorney-client privilege as a,
I'm sorry, one more time?
if we could add attorney-client privilege as another exception to be discussed. And we would need to offer for that amendment.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Amending with the addition of attorney-client privilege. And then may I have a motion to enter into executive session?
Karen.
Well, we have to read it first.
Oh, okay, I'll motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Executive session entered at 7:15.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the public meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned at 7:32.
No, she's got to go home, so
Yeah.
Oh.